what's good with you guys? It's Jibril, and I've got one question for every white person, and that is, why should I not hate you guys? I mean, first off, it's been scientifically proven that every single white person, Asian people too, are prejudiced and racist. Because let's be honest, first off, you do hold a ton of negative beliefs about black people, and you don't treat us as well as you could. Like, personally, I just find it crazy how you haven't paid reparations to black slaves, but you've paid reparations to British slave owners. You've paid reparations to Indians, and you've paid reparations to Jewish people. You've imprisoned, raped, lynched, and mutilated a ton of black people. But I say the worst thing white people have ever done to black people is have black people hate each other. And if I had to be honest, I feel as if a lot of white people are dishonest, because no matter how much you act as if you care, there isn't one white person truly trying to solve black people's issues. And there isn't one white person willing to throw away their white privilege in order to give black people an equal opportunity, because they secretly relish how the world tells white people that they are superior and that their skin is a blessing. And you've convinced the world that being white is such a great thing, that now we have other ethnic groups endeavoring to be white, with more Asian and African women bleaching their skin despite the negative side effects. And you've convinced black people that their skin is naturally unattractive and undesirable, which has led to a ton of black people lacking in self-esteem. And the reason why we're told that black skin is undesirable is because our skin poses as a threat to white skin, and black people are constantly brought down to elevate their superiority complex. White people have convinced the world that white skin is a blessing because they don't want to accept the fact that in reality it's far from it. Because the truth is that white skin is actually a genetic mutation, and genetic mutations can result from errors in DNA replications during cell division and exposure to mutagens. You see, white skin is actually a recessive gene, and white people overall are the genetically weakest race group of any other race group. Now, people with a European or Asian background have 1 to 2% of Neanderthals DNA, as opposed to Africans having 0 to 0.3% Neanderthals DNA. And considering the fact that Neanderthals may have had more DNA in common with chimpanzees than modern day humans, as well as chimpanzees evolving from New World monkeys, that means white people are actually the closest things to monkeys and chimpanzees than black people. And white people actually age faster than any other race group due to the lack of melanin they have in their skin. Now, I don't mention all of this to make a mockery out of white people. The only reason why I mention it is because I find it quite ridiculous how the world likes to make a mockery of the amount of melanin that black people have in their skin, when melanin is essential for survival. Black people also have strong immune responses compared to white people, and so I feel as if the only logical reason why we have been mistreated for so long by not just white people but by other race groups is because, genetically speaking, we're far greater than anybody else. So we are fortunate enough to be genetically gifted, whilst white people fall under the latter. And because we are genetically the strongest and the most diverse race group, I believe that's created unconscious envy amongst white people and other race groups. I almost forgot to mention how we are actually better at dealing with stress than our white counterparts. But black people have been given these negative stereotypes to ruin the image of the black man and woman, because if we were given an equal opportunity, I guarantee you we would do better than any other race group. In fact, there was a point where black people almost outpaced white people economically in the USA until the welfare check was introduced. And the last thing white people want to be dealing with is black people doing better than them. And it kind of angers me how white people that own the media utilize the media to portray black people in a negative light. And let's not act like white people never contributed to our downfall. And although yes, black people should take responsibility for black people killing each other, hurting each other, white people don't even dare think about wanting to stop it one bit. In fact, they utilize the media to encourage bad behavior from other black people towards other black people. Now you may be wondering, how have white people contributed to the downfall of the black community? Well, first off, they would drop guns and drugs into the black community, and it doesn't help with the fact that black people weren't given much of an opportunity to work and make money legally. And our situation won't get any better if the white media is constantly promoting black gangsters and allowing these black gangsters to cause havoc in our community. If these police officers wanted these black gangsters arrested, they could if they wanted to. However, their job is not to end crime. Their job is to stabilize it and ensure that it doesn't lose control. But if I had to be completely honest with everybody, including white people themselves, I believe white people are dishonest. I believe they're evil. I believe they're narcissistic, and I believe they're emotional. You utilize black immigrants as well as Nike and North Face wearing, gay porn and white women loving black people against me just so you look less racist. When we know that these people have never cared about black people, not one bit. Don't tell me you care about your own people as a black immigrant when you're allowing your own people in your motherland to suffer. Don't ever tell me you care about black people when you're out here flexing nothing but white owned and produced clothing. Don't ever tell me you care about black people as a black person when all you want to talk about is sex and gossip about other people. So back to my main question, why should I not hate white people when to this day we're having to deal with white people taking advantage of other black people, when I've been nothing but mistreated by other white people? Why should I not hate white people when you're constantly on the hunt to ruin black people's image whenever you can? Because a lot of white people have been nothing but hypocrites. You attacked Michael Jackson and accused him of all sorts, mainly because he owned 50% of Sony, when you allowed Elvis Presley, Jimmy Savile and Woody Allen to engage in inappropriate behavior with minors. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, peace and take care of yourselves. I'm out.